Talking smack, but I'm still smacking, cracking, and watching. This is what, number 9 or number 10, something like that. It's been a while since I gave y'all some word. Let's get to it. Verne Troyer passed away today, Saturday, at 49 years old. He's most notably known as Mini-Me. He passed away today. They said he was on life support and he was surrounded by his family. And it's sad to see him. Sad to know that he passed away and that he's no longer with us. Last time I saw the guy drunk on his little scooter, like he was really wasted. And it sucks that that's my last known image of him. He didn't seem like a happy guy. It appeared to be maybe like some depression, or that bottle, when you can't put the bottle down, man, you can't keep that habit. It sucks for the rest of your life. So RIP to him. We also lost Barbara Bush recently. She was 92 years old, my fault. Her funeral was today, this afternoon, and she was our 41st president's wife. She was a former first lady and the mother of another president, and she's been in politics for quite some time, and she was in the White House from like 89 to 93. So RIP to her. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. Now, Coachella went down and Beyonce shut that thing down. She gave us 2 hours of just spectacular greatness. I was getting it. I was leaving the gym and I turned on the radio. My Sirius satellite is in my car, and it's playing Beyonce. And I hear her, and I'm like, oh snap, okay. And I hear a drum line, and I'm like, all right, let me turn it up some, because it's in the middle of the night, so I'm feeling good, right? And then all of a sudden, she's like, my homegirls are here, and Destiny's Child gets on there. So I'm blasting, and I'm losing it. And I remember when I was a teenager, and I actually saw Destiny's Child perform in my hometown, and how they just lit up the stage. And what's crazy is, I was always a fan of Destiny's Child at that time, but I went with some of my good friends, and they were like hardcore Destiny's Child fans. Now, I had the CDs and whatnot, and I was rooting for the homie. I'm rooting for them to win. This is right when they were having like the changes in the group. Latavia and Latoya were gone, and we now have Michelle Shay and Michelle and Farrah. So my homegirls were like, like, we gotta go to this concert. And I'm like, let's go home. No, let's not. And so we get in the concert. We got into the concert. I'll tell you this much. We made it inside the concert. Once they started to perform, I screamed like I was at a Beatles concert, and I lost it. And I was like, Beyonce! And she was like right there. Like, I'm talking about, we were like right on the stage, the edge of the stage. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, dang, that's a lot of glitter. Number one. Number two, I'm like, she's singing. Number three, I'm like, this chick is a legend. The whole group, legend. And it was an awesome performance. So when she got out there in that yellow, and she was getting it with the boots, with the streamers all around her, like she had Macho Man, Randy Savage, boots with the stuff all over it. And she got it. It was so awesome. It was perfection. It was like flawless. Every song that we loved, she delivered. And like, Destiny's Child, I'm not gonna lie, I cried when they came out, because I'm rooting for them to win. It was awesome. And Solange came out also. I think Jay-Z came out with her too. It was really, really cool. It was well put together, and I enjoyed it. Cardi B also had a performance on Coachella. I watched hers, and I was just trying to figure out what was up with the strippers in the back. The dancers she had, they were on, which I don't got no problem with that. It was dope, but they had like this big a cage made, these bars, these metal bars or whatever, and there was people dancing down below. It was people dancing next to her. It was people up doing stripper moves up high. But I was scared because it was swaying. I don't know if it was windy. I don't know if somebody forgot to put extra screws in, but they was swaying. I was like, oh, don't y'all hit that lady, she pregnant. It was a good performance though. Scandal ended. A lot of shows, a lot of TV, different things going on. Scandal finished. I made a little quick stuttering, stammering rant about it last night. I wasn't really here for it. Was it whack or was it memorable? I don't think it was memorable in my opinion. I do not. Shouts out to Urban Frugal Chick. That's the homie. Shouts out to Miss Poetic Triple A. Shouts out to Arlette. Jean-Pierre, girl. Arlette is the homie. And Jamaica Girl, what up too? Blah, 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 blah. Not feeling the Scandal finale. Y'all could have came with the heaters, all I'm saying. all I feel as a fan that was a gladiator from the get-go. I mean, when James died and they had his obituary going all over the internet, I was one of the people with the Martin Luther King fans, as if I was in service, and I was just sad. I was saddened. I didn't like it. I don't like that Jake lived and David passed away. I don't like how they closed up on Red. I don't feel it was I don't feel it was the closure that most of us needed. Feel the show. If we're going to bury it, if we're putting it in the closet, it's gone forever, like a home run, it's out of the park, then hit that thing out of the park. Give us that. Give us the closure where we can say, oh, that's what happened to them. Oh, okay. I don't feel we got that. Damnation. Damnation was one of my favorite shows that released in the last year. It was a fun show to review. It was on USA Network, and it has not been renewed. Shouts out to Southeast, who hit me up on Game the other day. And I'm mad with you because how many trash shows survive and how many good shows get pushed away? Like, why? We lost Underground. I'm still kind of ticked about that. Even though they went a little bit too far in about 2 of those episodes, they could have canned and came back. I'm just saying. A lot of shows deserve that second season or at least a couple more episodes. I mean, like I always say, Southland is one of my favorite shows ever. And it did not survive on one network. Another network picked it up and it did good. We're able to have that kind of closure. Can Damnation survive on a different network? Yes, I want to say Netflix has it, and they're the ones who I guess distributed to wherever they did. I don't know. I just hate to see 7 Seconds. 7 Seconds was another good one that was on Netflix. I did a review on 7 Seconds also. And it's the one with Regina King and about a kid got hit on a bicycle. It was Regina King's son, and he was on life support the whole season, and the cops covered it up. That's the gist of the show. And they chose not to renew it. That sucks. Why? Why? Was it too deep? Was Damnation saying too much? Is it when the shows are drama, when it's dramatic and real to touch on what's going on in real life, is it too much to where they don't want to keep it going? Now, don't get me wrong, Love and Hip Hop survives. All these other shows keep going, and I'm not just saying black shows. It's a whole lot of corny, not too colorful cast shows that survive that are you like, for what? Like, really? What? But these shows can survive, so why can't we support it, or why aren't the numbers there? I don't know. That's the same thing as YouTube channels, I guess. This video might get 2 clicks. Not to say that my content in it is bad. I'm telling what I want to say. Wendy Williams went in at the Clark sisters, y'all. She did the most. I couldn't believe it. Jesus is the answer. Yep. Are you serious? You disrespected the legends, Dr. Mattie Mouse Clark's daughters, these gospel royalty, Kiara's mama. Are you serious? The Rose of Gospel, Miss Dorinda. Are you serious? Twinkie, who played the key, she flipped a Stevie Wonder classic in a jingle from like a cereal or something to one of the. Are you serious? Like, wow. Really disrespectful, Miss Williams. And I like Wendy Williams. I wouldn't say she's Oprah. She's not old. She's not Lady O. But she has a good platform, a huge platform, a good show. I liked her when she first came out versus what she's doing now. The whole Statue of Liberty thing didn't scare her into getting some act right. The whole talking about everybody else's relationship crumbling, and her husband was doing the most. Instagram church fam, if you want to call it Instagram Church of God in Christ, they came at her. Everyone who had the spirit came at her so bad, y'all, on Instagram. What I mean is people who have church folk who have Instagram accounts. Basically, I don't want to say they attacked Wendy Williams, but they just said, are you not understanding that these people have, this family is very important to us, and we are covering them, almost as if the church put that white cloth that the ushers have, they put it over Sheards and the Clark family. And Wendy looked into it and she said, "Look, y'all, I see she put this video out. She was like, look, I know what I said was a little bit disrespectful. Wendy, get your best church clothes and come on to the show. I'm inviting you ladies on." And someone said in the comment section, which I thought was really important, well, if you do that, Wendy, I hope you're coming from a good spirit of inviting them onto your show, because she had the minister Shirley Caesar on her show and she was a little bit disrespectful. It was disrespectful. She gave her like a food basket with beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, ham, all. You made it. It was disrespectful to come at this lady who's like 80 years old and you giving her this, and you kind of making jokes towards her, but this is a legit pastor. Like, Shirley is about that life. Like, it's not fun and games to her. She is really, it's a lot of people out there are, I don't want to say they shamming people, but they're rude, they mean, but Shirley is pretty, she's legit about hers. Family Clark sisters for always keeping your head up. Never knew. Now they know that their fans love them, and we support her. We support them. The 76ers, the NBA season is really tripping me out, y'all. 76ers just beat, yes, the Philadelphia 76ers, who ain't been nothing since AI left. Let's fight. Go ahead in the comment section. I feel like I know how, and Timothy gonna comfort me. But 76ers won 106-102 to the Heat. The Heat lost by 4 points to the 76ers. D-Wade, slap yourself. Like, what's really going on? Y'all down. This was game 4. They're up 3-1 at this point. But the 76ers, I can't. Okay, so Empire, y'all. I'm all caught up on Empire. Not quite caught up on Star. But for y'all that's watching Empire, do y'all think that is whose baby? Where is Pound Cake's baby? Is Pound Cake's baby Anika? No. It can't be Anika because she's too old, right? She's old. She's too old. She's not within that age range. It's probably Hakeem's little girlfriend.
Look at my body. Look at my
the
body.
One that Forrest Whitaker stressing out. It's either her or an unknown person. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, it might be Portia." It's not Portia. Portia is up there with Cookie in age, so it can't be. I think it's Hakeem's little boo. How are they gonna flip that? And did you see the little colorism they threw in there, saying that the lighter skinned children were able to go to foster care, and the darker skinned foster children stayed in like a group home? That was sad. That's crazy if it is something like that out there. I don't know. But y'all, talking smack, I've been gone for a minute, but I think that's enough. I think that's enough for me to stop here. Oh, wait. Hazel E was on Ayanla Fix My Life, and I got mad at her mother, like, for just ignoring things. I feel like when people attacked Hazel E because they were like, "Oh, this chick said something about dark-skinned women." And Hazel's like, "Yo, I'm a black woman too." Dorothy Dandridge's song lyrics, and she's like, "Pop my butt, pop my butt, pop my butt." I was just like, "Oh, this is terrible. Why would you say that?" I mean, I just would have been like, "I can't do it. I can't say it." I mean, but would you put any other artist in a room and say, "Hey, hey, Busta Rhymes, say your lyrics to Cab Calloway"? Like, would you do that? I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. But anyway, y'all, that's all I'm going to do today. Until the next time. Like, comment, subscribe, peace.